I never meant for it to happen, that's what I told myself anyway. Like I tripped and fell into someone else's bed. Like I didn't walk straight into it with both eyes open. Her name was Lara. She laughed at my jokes, touched my arm when she talked, looked at me like I was interesting again, like I mattered. And I wish I could say I hated how it felt, but the truth, I missed that feeling. At home things were fine. My wife was solid, loyal, beautiful even. But we'd fallen into a routine, silent dinners, scrolling in bed, shoulder kisses out of habit. We talked about bills and work and groceries. We forgot to talk about us, and maybe that's part of it. I didn't feel seen anymore. I felt like a fixture in the house, like furniture. She loved me, I know she did. But it was the kind of love that assumes you'll always be there. The kind that stops asking, "Are you okay?" and starts saying, "You're late." I didn't cheat because I stopped loving her. I cheated because I stopped feeling wanted. It was selfish. God, I know that. It was a quick fix, a hit of adrenaline to quiet the dull hum of dissatisfaction. Lara made me feel alive again, desired, like someone chose me. Not out of routine, but with intention. But after the second time, I couldn't look at myself. I'd come home to my wife and feel like a ghost. Everything she did, folding my shirts, asking how my day was, it all hit different. Because now every normal thing she did felt like a kindness I didn't deserve. You think cheating makes you feel powerful, like a man again, but it doesn't. It makes you feel like a coward in your own skin. I started avoiding mirrors. I made excuses to work late, not because I wanted to see Lara, but because I couldn't bear to see my wife, her face, her trust, and eventually, she knew. Not because she found a message or a receipt, but because women know. She started looking at me like she was searching for someone who'd already left, like she didn't recognize the man across the dinner table anymore. She didn't yell, she just said, "Are you in love with her?" And I didn't have an answer. Because it was never about love, it was about filling a hole I didn't even know I had, about numbing the quiet sadness of being unseen, by her and by myself. In the end, I lost them both. Lara walked when she realized I'd never leave my wife, and my wife, she stayed for a while, long enough to mourn the marriage. Then she left too, without slamming the door. Just a quiet goodbye and an empty closet. Now I sit in a hollow room, pictures gone, walls echo, and I think, this is what betrayal sounds like. Not screaming, not drama, just the absence of everything that once was. So why do men cheat? Because they don't speak up when they're hurting. Because they crave validation more than they understand commitment. Because they confuse desire with worth. Because somewhere along the way, they stopped feeling like enough, and took it out on the person who loved them most. And then they realize, too late.